Hi, I'm Carl Lucci with the I Refuse to Fail Partnership. And in our partnership, we've got really qualified people who do great stuff, and that's why they're in our partnership. And one of our partners has been with us for quite a while is Rob Hohmann. Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Great. So, Rob, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, just briefly, so we can get your information out. So, the whole idea of these videos is to introduce people to our great partners. So, go ahead and you got the floor.
All right. Well, my background's just a little different. I married into the ink business, literally. My wife owned an ink manufacturing company, and we printed expiration dates on products with that ink. So, if you ever checked your milk, you're welcome. I was in real estate. Then I stepped in as VP of sales for Carmel's company, and we grew the business. In 2015, we sold it for a nice chunk of money. And just like everybody else, we invested that into the market with an asset manager. Now, COVID came along and we lost a ton of money. So that was my wake up call. I got deeper into financial strategies because I wanted more control, more protection, less guessing. And that led me to meeting my business partner, Martha, and her business, Wealth Armor. And we're completely restructured, or she helped me and my wife, Carmel, restructure our finances. So I learned so much just in that little exercise with Martha, and we've been doing it ever since.
Okay, so that's great. And of course, I know you as a health and wealth bodyguard, like your placard says back there.
And there's no violence in that, of course.
I understand. Yeah.
Right.
I've heard that many times. And but anyway, so what do you think? I know you deal with different products and services, what health, insurance, and investments and things like that. So, what do you think sets you apart or your company apart from what a lot of these other companies do? Because, let's face it, there's a lot of people that do what you do.
And I appreciate that question. Number one, I'm trustworthy. Now, I wouldn't be a partner in irefuseToFail.com if I wasn't trustworthy. So you already know this from your experience. You're dealing with me. Rob's got to be trustworthy. Plus, I'm after clients, not customers. I want long-term relationships with my people, working on their behalf, being their protector, bodyguard, and ensuring that they're always going to be protected and allowing me to work on their behalf to do so.
Okay, that's great. And yes, and you would not be in the partnership if you weren't trustworthy because we work with only people we know, like, and trust. So as far as what your products and services do when you meet a client, I mean, you were telling me that the main thing is basically more or less asking questions, finding out what they're doing, what
Yeah,
their goals are.
we lead with the education first in order to get people to start thinking, and basically, know, we'll ask them what stood out most in our first meeting when we were talking with them and talking about the different, rules of money and different type of investment strategies and taxes. And from there, that's where they're going to tell me what they want to know more about. And rather than me trying to lead with a product, they're going to tell me what they want from me.
Okay. And because you know that I used to be in the financial industry as well back in another life. And
Mhm.
I'd never have been a big believer of being a captive agent. And you're not a captive agent, is that correct?
That is correct. I deal with, I've got relationships with over 25 Fortune 500 financial institutions, and I can go anywhere with my solutions. Yes.
Okay, I got you. All right. So that's really good. So, I will tell you that I trust Rob. I give him a lot of referrals and make good connections for him. I try to. Some are good, some don't work out so well, but that's just the way connections are. But if
Right.
you need anything, I will tell you that I'll put my stamp on it that Rob is a good guy to contact. So, Rob, if people want to reach out to you, how can they best reach you?
Best way to reach out to me, and I'll kind of move wiggle. You can see my phone number. That's my cell phone number, 813-943-9683. And I'm probably going to put your picture and your name in my phone. So every time you call, you come up and I'm responding to your calls. I'm the guy that's going to answer his phone and call you. Or if I on the phone, I'll call you right back. Rob at rncfinancial.com is my email.
Okay, one other thing we didn't cover that I think is important for people to know because we do put these on LinkedIn every month, and to get the word out about you is that you're not just in Florida, right? You cover more than one area.
I'm licensed in 37 different states. It would probably be easier for me to tell you which states I'm not licensed in. But come again. Actually, I take that back. We're licensed in all 50 states, 30 different countries, and even Canada, Puerto Rico. So yeah, that just changed with my business launch back in January.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. So, Rob, I think that pretty much gives everybody a kind of an idea of who you are and what you do. And reach out to Rob. You can either reach him through I Refuse to Fail, or he gave you the information. And Rob, thanks a lot for doing this. And we'll hope that people reach out to you.
Thank you so much, Carl, for the opportunity. And yeah, this is a great place to be. You guys should visit and look into I Refuse to Fail. Carl's an excellent person to work with.
I appreciate that too, Rob. All right. So we're going to close this out. Have a great day.